Okay, today we are taking a look at one of my favorite comic book artists of all time, Adam Hughes. He's primarily known as a cover artist, but we'll get into that in a second. So now we're going to take a look at some of the art through his career. This is a book that came out in 2010 called Adam Hughes Cover Run, celebrating the artist many covers for DC Comics from the beginning of his career, which was the late 80s, early 90s, up until the point this book came out, which was in 2010. So let's take a look. So it's a beautiful hardcover, square bound edition. On the cover, we have there was a dust jacket that had Catwoman on it with an original cover. I misplaced that for right now, so we're just going. Maybe I'll put a picture of it in post edit. Anyway, so this is obviously Supergirl. This is hopefully they have the full image inside. I think they do, but this is one of the most beautiful pictures that Adam has done, and I think that it kind of shows off his Norman Rockwell influence there. He has a painterly style, but he uses Photoshop as his main tool, so mostly digital art. He uses mixed media. He starts out with sketches, as you can see this beautiful Wonder Woman here. He's primarily known as related to Wonder Woman, who we saw on the last page, and Catwoman, who we see here. He had lengthy runs on the both of those femme fatales, or superheroines, if you will. Here's an introduction by Adam and just some grayscale of his pencil work, some sketches that led to some beautiful covers. Here's a couple pages mentioning his artistic influences and his own career. Here's some sketch work. I guess Mr. Miracle must have been one of his earlier assignments at DC Comics, and you can see beautiful big Barda there. I love that character, Mr. Miracle. Scott Freeman, both created by Jack Kirby for his infamous Fourth World. Adam came into prominence on Justice League America, I guess, and perhaps Justice League International, following up Kevin McGuire, who brought such a pretty clean, open style and a lot of humor to the book, if you guys remember that. Adam is known for his sexy girls, and they call it good girl art because it's not TNA per se, but more cheesecake, I suppose. Obviously influenced by the pinup artists of, the 50s and 40s, perhaps. I don't, Betty Grable. And here's some more Justice League America. Here's a bunch of covers from Justice League. It looks like he was definitely following suit with what Kevin McGuire was doing on the book, and wouldn't come into his own, signature style till later. Like here, this Fire and Ice, obviously he did this long after his initial run on Justice League. I think these might be for some cards or some pinups or whatever, but look how beautiful the work is there, and all computer coloring, all done with Photoshop. Valor, I don't remember that book very well, but I too think that his art definitely is already there. I mean, a lot of artists would, kill to draw like that now, and this is Adam just starting out in his career. The Legionnaires, I did love his work on the Legionnaires. I remember this one with the mermaids on the cover. He actually did the interiors of that one, and it was beautifully illustrated. That I was aware of Adam's work, but that definitely caught my eye early on in his career. Some more Legionnaire stuff. This is Dream Girl, very beautiful depiction. Whoa, beautiful depiction, no Freudian slip there. There's the black and white version. I think that, Adam's sense of layout and design is, evident and very strong for very early in his career. This is probably the late 80s. Let's see if I can see the title. I can't read this upside down. But anyway, late 80s, early 90s. Then this is, when his style started kicking into high gear for me anyway. Around this, let's see, this is Jim Lee's Wildstorm from Image Comic Books. Wildcats, the character Voodoo, got her own miniseries, and Adam provided these covers. We see the Alphonse Mucha, the turn of the century not the 20, or not 2000, but 1900. Uh, Muka was the poster artist of the time who, I don't know if he created it, but he definitely, this is his signature, and he popularized this sort of collage framing. Just, I love that look, and you know, it's been done to death, but Adam definitely, I think, brought it to comic books, and definitely does it better than anyone else, save perhaps Muka himself. This began Adam's long cover run on the Wonder Woman monthly title, and it just blew me away. I think Diana looks so beautiful. That is what, you know, why one of my favorite Wonder Woman artists is and always will be Adam Hughes, because I think a lot of artists get caught up in trying to make her look too strong or stern or, you know, just warrior like, and Adam just, no matter how, I mean, obviously she looks strong, but no matter how strong she looks, he always manages to capture her beauty. And I think that's, you know, there's a lot to be said for that. But I mean, just even the way he draws this lion and this eagle, I mean, it's just so beautiful. And the colors are just amazing. You can just, it just looks like a painting. Um, this is a very romantic cover of Superman and Wonder Woman. People have always been pushing to get them together as a couple. I always thought was kind of against it. I thought, you know, why? And then until, you know, Angelina Jolie and Brad Lee got together, and you realized how hot two of the most powerful, beautiful people in, you know, the universe are together, then hey. But, you know, look how that lasted. Anyway, so here shows some preliminary sketches and some black and white art before we get to the beautiful colors. Um, Adam just, like I was talking about his design and, you know, the warmth and the color of it. Look at the shine in Wonder Woman's, the reflections of her costume. I mean, the bracelets and the eagle slash, you know, double W breastplate. I don't think that anyone does that quite as well as Adam does. Some come close, but not not quite. Anyway, here's Artemis, the Amazon from the Bonnie McDowell Amazonian tribe, who briefly took over for Wonder Woman for a stint in a very gripping, famous storyline from her past. But Adam did a great depiction of her there alongside Diana. I'd call them frenemies in a way, but Artemis has always been a cool character. Here we see, I wonder if this is post Kingdom Come or not, but we get a glimpse of Diana in the golden eagle armor. She's fighting her little, obviously little enemy. Gosh, I can't forget. I can't forget. I wish I could forget. I can't remember the name of this character, but it might come to me. But just a beautiful depiction of Diana here. I like how the American flag's part of her costume. I think that's reminiscent of Kingdom Come, and you know, just the way Adam draws fire, and you can see in his preliminary sketches how much thought. And what I like is, you know, as beautiful and perfect as it comes out, Adam seems to do a lot of corrections. So I think it takes him a hot minute to get there, but boy, when he does, he nails it. Another great picture. I don't know why the name of this person is not coming to me. She's not that memorable. Hopefully we won't be seeing her in Wonder Woman 3, right? Anyway, I love this. It's very Shakespearean. The colors are amazing. Just another few covers. This is very beautiful. If you're a Wonder Woman fan, you probably recognize this image. It was done as a poster. There's a few figures or sculpts that have been made based on that design. I just think Diana looks so beautiful. She definitely, you can see perhaps a wink and a nod to Linda Carter. Just how blue her eyes and how pretty she always looks when Adam draws her. I know he's a fan. How could he not be? This is a very cool cover. Love the design and the collage and the, you know, just the symmetry that he puts into his design work. And I don't know, it just looks photographic. The way he does skin and the lighting is just very, and I believe he's self-taught if I'm not mistaken. So But he takes a very painterly approach. I think I've read interviews with him over the years where he lets a lot of the. He said it was surprising how easy it is, the effects he achieves in Photoshop. Not to say what he does is easy, but just the way he uses the tools that he has. But he does a lot of painterly techniques and letting the colors, letting your eye bring the colors together and make the image in your mind. So um, it's all about smoke and mirrors, kids. Oh, I also should point out that Adam Hughes has one of the best signatures in comic bookdom, um, the AH with the exclamation point. So, I mean, his style is always instantly recognizable, but, it's definitely a cool signature up there with Walt Simonson and George Perez, forgive me. So here's Wonder Woman and the new Wonder Girl that was introduced during John Byrne's run. Not very popular at first, as you can see. Cassie Sandsmark with her, she had a weird uh, look with this. She wore Diana's old wig from a different costume, a Wonder Woman t-shirt with a G written on it, biker shorts, goggles. I don't know. She's definitely evolved into a much better character to the Wonder Girl we know this day. The more Britney Spears influenced one, I always felt. Or maybe that was just the way Phil Jimenez drew her. Hi, Phil. Here's a great classic Wonder Woman cover. I love his use of the negative space, this cool effect with the hair. I just like the way the lasso is incorporated into the design. It's funny because I love looking at rough sketches because as an artist I know sometimes you just never recapture the flow and what's the word, randomness of the initial sketch and the spontaneity. I think that's the word I was looking for. Just look how gorgeous it is. But who's complaining about the final product? Amazing, very inspirational. Just some more fun covers. Here we go. Very intense with the flames here. And I like how he uses this silhouette effect with a transposing image inside. Sort of comic booky in a way to tell a story on the cover without using, words or balloons or anything like that. Here we go. This is when Cassie / Wonder Girl got her upgrade to a more palatable look, more superhero looking costume in my eyes. Jeans. I mean, the midriff is showing. I think this is what I was talking about with the Britney Spears influence here. Here's a couple of, here's a mock-up. I believe this is probably what Adam did as an example to send to his editor for approval, because I imagine you just don't send this in and hope for the best. I mean, obviously it takes some time, huh? Here we go, another beautiful, I mean, you can see just page after page after page of beautiful Wonder Woman covers, and here's another one, the great reflective pieces of the costume are just so beautiful, and just I think that he definitely was a master of Photoshop. I believe he learned his trade by hanging out with the colorists of Wildstorm Chimley's studio back in the day, in the early 90s, around the beginnings of Image Comics, when he did an amazing miniseries for Wildstorm, as Gen 13 Ordinary Heroes, and that was like a miniseries he wrote and drew, and I always enjoyed it. So if you ever see it in a back issue, then you should pick it up because it's really good. This is a lot of fun. This is a Wonder Woman cover where she is versus Clayface, and I think that this is a really fun take on it. Wonder Woman meets mud wrestling, perhaps. Fun concepts here. This is a great iconic image of Wonder Woman here too. This is the first part of when Phil Jimenez took over for a lengthy run and memorable run on the Wonder Woman regular series, and the storyline was called Gods of Gotham, and it pitted the Greek gods with Batman villains against Wonder Woman, and Batman was in there, and Robin, and it was a lot of fun. And this is a great Adam does a great Batman. I think we'll see him in the next couple of pages. There's the Joker behind poor Donna Troy, our favorite tortured superheroine, aka former Wonder Girl. I don't know what she's up to these days, but everybody loves Donna Troy, and of course, Adam draws a great Donna Troy. Cool sketch of the Joker type bad guy there. I think it might have been maybe they were mixed with Batman's Rogues Gallery, because that would be cool. There we go. Wonder Woman and Batman. Very, very, very cool image. I mean, I think that one I'm going to let speak for itself, because it just is beautiful. I love this one. This is a lot of fun. It looks like, it almost looks like kids coming to the door trick-or-treating. Wonder Woman looks beautiful there. Adam does use a model. He doesn't trace like some artists, but he uses photo reference. So I forget, this very much looks like the model he uses. She's beautiful. She's very well known. Wonder Woman model, I can't think of her name right now either, but this is about Adam's art, and so I guess you can Google her if you care. But anyway, there's Nightwing and Donna Troy, who's Troya at the time. I believe that's Cassie hiding out there, Wonder Girl, the Huntress, Robin, and who is that? Anyway, so just the use of colors. It's sort of like he's telling a story from his last cover, keeping with the red palette going on. Just gorgeous. Here is a story that took place in Themyscira. I think it was called Paradise Lost. Yeah, Paradise Lost. What a great name for Paradise Island being decimated. And another great cover there. Oh, I love this cover. This is another great issue from Phil's run. It was like a day in the life of Wonder Woman. She hangs out with Lois Lane, who interviews her. And this looks very Rockwellian to me as well. The colors are just beautiful. The warmth of the oranges, sorry for your fly, and the blue here, you know, just, I love the primary colors of Diana's costume and Superman's costume, and pretty Lois Lane, very pretty Lois Lane. It was a fun issue. If you find it, read it. This would make a great poster too, I think. I love how Diana's so casual. I like how Adam drew Diana's boots kind of like oversized, almost like Uggs, but not quite as ugly. But I thought that they were unique and very signature of Adam Hughes. Another stunning cover. Our Worlds at War crossover, I believe. All these crap crossovers that you never remember, but just a stunning cover. Fallen Diana being held by Clark. I feel the need to call him Clark because it's such an emotional cover and so beautiful with all the deep blues and just all the use. And you know, Adam uses the effects of Photoshop, but it doesn't look artificial or forced ever. And just, I love the reflections in the armor. I'm a sucker for an artist who knows how to draw metal very well, like John Byrne and George Perez. This is a beautiful cover. I just love the colors. The look on her face is, she means business, don't you think? Just once again, the reflections, the light, the creepiness of the silhouettes and the bright pink lights in the background. Just Adam has won several Eisner Awards for his cover work, which is basically the comic book's equivalent to the Oscars, and much well-deserved. I think he's pretty unparalleled when it comes to his covers. Save perhaps one of my other favorites, Bill Sienkiewicz, but you know, they're so different, so thank God the world is big enough for both of them. Let's see. this is another nice cover. I don't know. She's obviously playing. Oh, this was cute. Sort of like the Girl Scouts holding a Wonder Woman comic book. They're in the city. I just love how Adam draws cityscapes too, and his use of just the lighting, and it just like it really takes. This is another very Norman Rockwellian homage to me because it definitely tells a story. It makes you feel emotion. I can only imagine the joy of being on the street as a young girl, seeing Wonder Woman flying by. How cool is that? I just love that. And I mean, he's always willing to, do a different angle or great perspective to really, nail the image. And I say this every time, but this really is probably my absolute favorite one because Adam's depiction of Wonder Woman is my all-time favorite. But I love every version of Wonder Woman, and I love the fact that this, is a tribute to H. Gary Peter, who co-created Wonder Woman with William Moulton Marston, Dr. Marston, and I love Peter's style. He comes from a fashion illustration background, and you can definitely see it in the pretty lines and how beautiful Diana is, and her curves. She's very pretty, and I don't mean curves as in, anyway. I just think it's beautifully illustrated and very up to date, but very keeping in with the tradition of that. And then I don't know, that's just amazing. The look on her face is priceless. The lighting is amazing. I just love the color palette of this page. It's so warm, and I like how he used the old logo, of course, and did this distress, so it sort of looks like an actual comic from 1940, 41, 42, whenever, I think, no, 41 is when she came out. And here we go, some more design work over here. WW wearing a skirt, which I think looks really cool there. So this is obviously her fighting Nazis. It always kind of made me uneasy to see Nazis in comic books. I don't know why. Probably just the whole Nazi thing, but definitely a beautiful picture. And I know Adam is very into like like army fatigues and just war images and stuff. So, which is odd because he's known for all his beautiful women. So it would be cool to see him draw like a more war-oriented. I'd love to see him do Captain America, is what I'd really love to see him do, and I think he would too. If I can speak for him, ha ha ha. So this is another great picture of sort of the Wonder Woman family. If Batman has a Bat family, this would be the Wonder Woman family. At the time, Donna Troy, Cassie Sandsmark, the first and present Wonder Girl, and of course Wonder Woman. And let's see, this is from after Phil Jimenez's run. Walter Simonson, who we talked about earlier, most knownly for his revolutionary work on Thor, came on as writer, and which you would think would be a great match given Diana's, Greek mythology and all that stuff. So he kind of put her in the white. Like, I don't know if this is an homage to the, the powerless Wonder Woman when she wore the white suit or whatever. He cut her hair. There was a lot going on. Jerry Ordway actually did the interiors of this, and master illustrator P. Craig Russell did the embellishment, the inking on it, and the art was gorgeous. And took about a Team Supreme, Walt Simonson, Jerry Ordway, and P. Craig Russell. I don't know why that's such a tongue twister. This was an interesting cover, just mostly black there, with the silhouette of her lasso. I love this one. He always uses purple and yellow so good together to create such like warm tones. This is from that same run. As you can see, Diana's hair is short. Don't ever do that again. Wonder Woman should have long hair. She just should, okay? That's a cool cover. I like this one. It's very different angle. Oh, this is cool. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say like Adam likes to draw like aviator war type stuff. This is from when Greg Rucka took over writing the book after Simonson's run, and Drew Johnson, who is very good and very, keeping it like see Adam's sketchwork. That sort of reminds me of what Drew brings to the art, and Drew's a very great artist. He did a couple of runs on Wonder Woman, I believe, and I've always liked his work. So there you can see Wonder Woman flying towards this fighter jet and the reflection of his helmet, and just another cool. No cover is alike with Adam Hughes. You just never know what you're gonna get, but you know it's gonna be good. Of course, you always love seeing Adam Hughes draw other heroes from the DC universe, and this is Wonder Woman and Flash together, who I always think is such a great pairing. I love them, like in the animated version and stuff. And she's rumored to be making an appearance in the upcoming Flash movie, so that would be really cool as well. Love this cover. I wish they had it blown up more, but that was from when she wrote a book and she was going on a book tour. And I just like the design elements there. This is cool. Wonder Woman demonstrating her her infamous bullets and bracelets, how she can deflect bullets with her Amazonian bracelets, and you can see all the bullets that she dodged or missed her surrounding her, and the wall behind her with the guns pointed at her. This is stunning. I mean, this is I think kind of an example of how Adam can take, techniques and just, like, he definitely uses his painterly instincts in a piece like this. I mean, it just looks so realistic and so stunning. It just leaps off the page. It's so memorable, and just the use of color is just so unique and just so striking. But you can see if you look close, it's basically just little dots clustered together to make the lights behind her, and just beautiful. I just love that picture. And here we go. We don't get to see this all the time, but Wonder Woman, this is an homage to her turning into Wonder Woman via the infamous television spin, which legend has it Linda Carter herself came up with as a dancer, or a former dancer, rather. They were trying to figure out an exciting way for her to turn into her costume. And that's when she turns around in the big flash, and she goes from her civilian clothes into an amazing costume. And apparently back in the day, in the 70s, that was a really expensive special effect to film. Can you imagine? I mean, you could probably do that on iMovie these days. I would imagine probably something even more sophisticated. But, these were done for some anniversary, like, I think it was her 50th anniversary, like, hardcover volumes, and just two beautiful, striking colors. The red pill or the blue pill, I'll take them both, thank you, sir. Let's see, this was the cover of Back Issue magazine, a great publication about comics mostly from the, I'd say, 60s through, I don't know. I don't know if they do any current books, but they definitely have a stress on the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and lots of fun articles, and they publish a lot of great art, a lot of never before seen sketches and fun things like that. But this is a cover Adam did, and it showcases all of his covers in the background with that great she's holding a cover, who's holding a cover, who's holding a cover, who's holding a cover effect. This was a teaser piece that Adam did for, I believe it was for Wizard magazine, about the time when Joss Whedon was writing, attached to the Wonder Woman movie, and he wrote a script which wound up being horribly maligned, and people do mock table readings and stuff on podcasts, and Google it if you want to read it, but definitely not representative of Joss's better works, and thank God it never saw the light of day. So this is Wonder Woman's first appearance in Sensation Comics #1. Um, Infamous, iconic. Uh, she's just basically being shot at and deflecting the bullets with her bullets and bracelets. Wonder Woman, was the first female superhero introduced by William Moulton Marston. I guess mostly at the behest of his wife, who wanted to create a positive role model for girls, and I, you know, definitely think he accomplished that goal, right? So a lot of people think that's a skirt that she's wearing, but it's actually culottes. So I don't know. It's like there was a lot of debate over the costume in the new Wonder Woman movie, and she went from shorts to sort of like the skirt girdle type thing. But thank God it's not culottes, huh? And this is Adam Hughes' homage to that. This was for an anniversary. Was it issue 700 perhaps? I don't know, but of course it's stunning. Here's some preliminary sketches that Adam did, and the resulting mini bust that he designed of a lot of great heroines from the DC universe. Batgirl, Big Barda, I think we talked about her earlier, Harley Quinn in her traditional jester costume, which a lot of people prefer. I like both versions. Catwoman, we're coming up to his Catwoman cover run. Supergirl, Black Canary, Power Girl. Adam has done a lot of great covers of Power Girl. I mean, known for his cheesecake art. I can't think of a better choice than Adam to draw the well-endowed Kara Zor-El, Superman's cousin. I don't know who she is now, but that's how she started out. Okay, so here we get to the Femme Noir, Adam's run on Catwoman, and Adam has said that he has based his Catwoman on Audrey Hepburn, and he just really did something special with his run on Catwoman. Definitely brought a different aesthetic to the comic book genre, I felt. Or maybe, it's elements of different, it definitely has a little bit of the look of pulp covers. That's a gorgeous, just stark black background with dramatic lighting on her leather costume, and you can definitely see the Audrey Hepburn looking face in there. It's funny because a lot of his Wonder Woman covers are so bright, and there's warm sun, and she's flying in the sky and all this. And obviously in Catwoman's world, the story usually primarily takes place in the dark in her black costume, and Adam his style just adapts to that so beautifully. He can draw anything, I'm telling you, kids. I love this cover here. That's funny because I was just talking about all the black, and what a great use of negative space here with the dark costume and the white background. Love that. Zatanna. I think Zatanna is another one Adam did some covers for, and you can tell he has a real affection for the character, the magician, daughter, superhero of Zatara, who was in the Justice League, and this is her traditional costume, and I think the one she's wearing these days too, or something similar to, just basically a magician's tuxedo with a top hat and fishnets. What good costume doesn't have fishnets? I love Selena Kyle, Catwoman in the background. I love how he worked in the logo to this cover. That's like an old, poster from back in the day, advertising her magic show. Beautiful use of light in the city. Oh my God. Here we go. This is an amazing cover as well. I think she should get a new tailor. She could probably be fitted for her costume a little better. But I don't know if we've ever seen a cover quite like this before, but obviously this is her mugshot, and if a picture's worth 1,000 words, this is great. That's another thing I should point out, along with featuring all of his cover art. and other various pieces of artwork. Adam basically wrote this book, and there's explanations, the backstories of a lot of these covers, which I haven't read in a long time, but I do remember some of the details, and it's very interesting to get into his mind and see the thought process. But I just love this cover. It's almost photorealistic. It's just beautiful. This is great too. She's really kicking butt. I love the stark red contrast of the red and the black, and just the reflection of I think that's the black skull was her villain. Just another gorgeous cover, really intense. He goes from multi-detailed, just multiple buildings, cityscape to an extreme close-up, and just very effective no matter what he does. Here she is sitting at a diner with a cup of coffee. I love that she has a band-aid on her nose. I mean, it can't be easy being Catwoman, kicking butt all the time, right? Just the steam coming off of the coffee, and how he works his signature into the old-fashioned sugar shaker, or sugar caddy, if you will. This is a great cover too. This is his homage to Lone Wolf and Cub, which I believe was Frank Miller's samurai book back in the day. And there's a cover that looks kind of like this, and that's her baby. I think she had a baby during this run. She's in a robe and she's got like a wooden spoon. I mean, but it's badass at the same time. That's magic. Another great Catwoman cover with Zatanna featured. This is not one of my favorite covers, but still beautifully illustrated nonetheless. Little chubby babies are creepy. Let's see. This is a beautiful cover. I love the use of the silhouette of the ears, and just the cat-like pose, and just I love when he uses green. He really has great effect with that. This is cool, just her in her own elements with the snow and her beautiful face. You can see the Audrey Hepburn face. This is very similar, but beautiful nonetheless. I like when Adam does these kind of colors where the main figure is like in real color, and then there's like a monochromatic background with a lot of detail. Very cool. This is cool. I love the pink in here. It definitely captures the intensity of the psychosis that one would feel if they were having to deal with the Joker and the rest of Batman's rogues gallery. Very sexy cover here. Love the black and red contrast. Love that the goggles are nothing but red. I had an Adam Hughes convention sketchbook with this cover, and I just love it. Just a beautiful cheesecake pinup illustration, I guess. It's kind of different there. She's out getting her drink on, burning crap up, I guess. I don't know what really is going on there. Another great Zatanna cover. Another great action shot of Catwoman in her element with her goggles on. She looks so cool. This, I guess, is to remind everyone that Catwoman is a cat burglar at heart. That's where she got her beginnings, as Batman's villain. And I guess she's, carrying her own book, and she does lots of good things. And I think she's on the side of the good guys these days, but has she ever really been on the side of the good guys? Isn't she just really on her own side? That's how we want our Catwoman. Another great cover. Killer Croc, Joker. Like I said, always good to see other characters from the DCU. Oh, here we go again with what I was talking about. The main figure is in real, cover color, and then the background is like this monochromatic. And run, Catwoman, run. This is like a great movie poster from the 60s. I want to say Hitchcockian, but I could be wrong. So, I don't know. I just love the look on her face, and just, the intensity of the bright red rogues gallery chasing her. such a great, and here it goes to show, like here it is in just the pen and ink, and the details of the face are so simple, and then he just really brings it to life in the colors with the reflections and the highlights in the eyes and all that stuff. Just such a master of his craft. Okay, so Catwoman versus, is that Cheetah? If it is, I love it. She's biting her lip. I mean, come on, this is a little, I don't know how well this would fly these days, but this is a little, this one's for the boys, I guess you could say. I do love it. That one's kind of fun. The look of joy in her face, and I just love the neon city lights of the city. Just another original, unique Adam Hughes design. That's kind of along the same lines, I guess. Oh, this is cool. She's driving her getaway car. Audrey Hepburn looking. Money flying in the air out of the top of the convertible. Let's see. I would love for Adam to do another. I don't think he's doing any specific cover runs right now, but I'm not sure what he's working on. Here's that beautiful Supergirl image that was on the cover of the book with the close-up version, but here's the whole image, and I mean, it's just so beautiful. She's riding a meteor. Okay, so it was for an issue of Supergirl, I think. Let's see, 23, does it say? But anyway, just a beautiful cover. Just a beautiful cover. How lucky are we to have that? Superman cover. These were homages from some books in probably the 60s or 70s. I love the way he draws Superman, but that isn't super exciting. Sorry, Adam. Can't win them all. Oh, this is from the same series with Batman. That's kind of fun. I like them just kind of being there in the Batcave together, Batman and Robin. And I love when he uses that pink lighting. This is for, Adam did he was supposed to initially do the front covers, but wound up doing all the back covers for DC. Did this event called Just Imagine Stan Lee creating the DC universe, and Stan did 12 prestige format, thicker stories of his take on different prominent characters from the DC universe. He did Batman, Catwoman, Crisis on Infinite Earths, Sandman, Robin, JLA, Green Lantern, Shazam, Superman, of course, Wonder Woman. I love, that's Adam's best cover from that run, I think. Although I did really like this Superman. Ugly Superman, though, huh? And let's see, where was the Batman one? So that was like a literal man who was half man, half bat, I guess, like maybe a spider. Oh, this is a great Catwoman cover. I'm not quite sure what that was used for, but just the lushness of that city and the angle and the sort of high anxiety you get just looking at that picture. It's and the look on her face, or the beautiful, it's just gorgeous. And I guess that was Aquaman. Oh, that was the Catwoman from the Just Imagine Stan Lee creating the DC universe, and just what a stunning cover. Is that, I'm not sure who that is, but wasn't that excited about that. This is a sketch from, I think, the Justice League with them all together. Oh, here we go. Adam did covers for this DC miniseries called Rose and Thorn, which was written by the great Gail Simone. These covers were great. Rose and Thorn is about a split personality and sort of good girl, bad girl, leather and lace kind of thing, I guess. But just, he really pushed the envelope with a lot of these covers. I mean, that's straight up bondage S&M right there looking. But I always liked how he uses complementary colors so well with the theme of the red and green throughout these covers, and just amazing work. I really was excited when these came out and thought he did a beautiful job. Very dark, kind of violent. Oh, here they are up close. Very claustrophobic. Draws a mean straight jacket. I like this. For some reason, it reminds me of like an 80s horror slasher flick. I the Sunday Evening Post or the Saturday Evening Post. I mean, that's sort of Norman Rockwell meets 50 Shades of Grey, and that's a good cover. Love this cover. Very satanic looking. Some sketch work, preliminary sketches for the Rose and Thorn covers. Gen 13, that's what I was talking about earlier, the Ordinary Heroes limited series. He did, I think it was only 2 issues, and it was really, really good. Just well written, fun story, solid art. And this is a cover he did years later once his style had evolved to such a degree. And here's the initial sketch in the colored version, and it is just gorgeous. Look at how realistic those faces are and the effects of their powers. I think that is so amazing. Here we go. Cover for the Justice League of America when Brett Meltzer was writing it, and this is an alternate cover. I think he did maybe issue number 6 or something, but that's Black Canary kicking butt, cracking her nails, fishnets, blood on the wall. Love Black Canary. I'm a sucker for blondes, being one myself, and I've always liked Black Canary. Fun, great, powerful character. What have we here? Oh, okay. So here's some Superman stuff. I believe that these were some one-shots that DC did for when Superman Returns comes out. And there was like Lex Luthor, Lois Lane. I want to say there was a Ma Kent one too. Oh, this is the Ma Kent one. She's like alone out in the cornfield. Really pretty work. Lex Luthor, he's in a jail cell where he and his ilk belong. Lois Lane, the Daily Planet behind her. Very beautiful shot. Superman here in front of the American flag. More superhero colors, bright colors that we know Adam for, with the great warm oranges and purples. Just the flow of the cape. I love the way he draws his draping, and just such a beautiful artist. He's like a classic artist. I could see him around in the times of Michelangelo and stuff like that. Here's a cover he did for Teen Titans and My Beloved Starfire. Adam always draws such a beautiful Starfire. This was for, I don't know, I think that might have been for like a Secret Origins book or something like that, but I just love, there's Kid Flash, Robin, Raven, Connor Kent, Cassie, and you can see he's sort of drawn her pupils in there, which I'm never a fan of, but beautiful there. And her armor looks great. Aha! This is one of the most famous images of Power Girl, I would say. And you can see why. It kind of speaks for itself. That pretty much blew my mind when I first saw that. And this is a funny... Adam is very tongue-in-cheek. He's very funny. He has a good sense of humor, and he likes to put in fun elements to his covers. He likes to sort of make the reader aware that Power Girl is aware that she's, kind of well endowed. And here's, her coming to save the day, opening her jacket to reveal the Superman S, but all she's got is that big cleavage boob window. Another great Power Girl cover. I just love the way he uses white on white with, the wrinkles of her costume being the only shading. Great hair. I think we have Phil Jimenez to thank for that due for Power Girl. He also gave Donna Troy one of her best haircuts ever. Batwoman. This looks like Alex Ross influence to me. Alex Ross, a great painter, Alex Ross. Very beautiful picture of Batwoman here. Very iconic looking cover. Her ill-fated TV show. I wish it well. I hope it finds its feet. Here's some posters and merchandise that Adam has done. I had this poster. I love this poster. it perhaps is still in a box in Ohio, and I would love to dig it out one day, but it features the females of the DC universe. Um, this is another great image too. Um, all the women of DC wearing white, and Catwoman's book was about to be canceled, and they didn't want her in it. And Adam defiantly put her in and made her the only one wearing black. And of course, it was so beautifully drawn that they had to keep it. And let's see, I guess that's it. And dedicated to his wife, Allison, who's also like his business manager and an amazing artist in her own right, and just a really nice lady. She's always selling his sketchbooks at the conventions for him. And that is it. And that is one of my favorite comic book artists, Adam Hughes, and I hope you enjoyed that. And please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again. Bye.